We've got a lot to talk about. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. We've got a lot to talk about, as I just mentioned. We have so much news that I've got like 4 pages of notes, and that isn't everything. So this week, we don't seem to be getting all that much, or at least they haven't really announced exactly what is coming out this week compared to, maybe some other stuff, because some of the stuff they've released doesn't have dates. They could come this week, they could come in the future. What we do know that we're getting this week is we're getting Season 37 Essence 3 that brings the barmaid S tier skin called Fragile, a fantastic skin that I personally would love to get. I must say this Essence has really good skins overall as well. There's also the Thief A tier skin Gilded Showman and the Geisha A tier skin Amber Tears. And they've announced all of the portraits that you can get from the draw rewards. We're also getting the Summer Celebration returning. They didn't really say exactly what this is. They did say that if you complete event missions during the event, you'll be able to claim the B tier pet Alexander the Great. As far as I know, that's all we're getting this week. So let's talk about the massive amount of stuff that we're getting from the future. I've organized this into dates, so this should be a great overview. I will not talk about things too much in detail because I do not have enough time to edit a 30-40 minute video. So let's get into this. Starting on June 19th, we're getting the summer event where we're getting returning skins and accessories to the store. This includes the accessories Ocean's Whisper, Bize Jade, and Floater that are all for Antiquarian, Mechanic, and also for Toy Merchant, and a ton of B tier summer skins from past events. We're getting returning furniture to the store, including 1 S tier furniture, 3 A tiers, and 10 B tiers that are all summer themed from previous summer events as far as I remember. We're getting the promised Neverland crossover returning on that same day as well, June 19th, where if you participate in the event, as they have done for every single time they've brought back this crossover, you'll be able to get either the Forward or Mind's Eye skin called Don or Gilda, and also 10 crossover essences. So if you already own both of them, I guess we just get extra rewards. I think it does say it at the bottom of if you own the skins, you do get some other stuff. Of course, the promised Neverland crossover will also bring the essences from part 1 and part 2 that you'll be able to open up. You do need to use inspirations to open them. There is nothing on the logic pad that will give you those rewards. So yeah, you'll just have to spend real money or your saved up inspirations. Also on the same day of the 19th, we're getting improvements to skins and default skins for different character models, including the default skins getting changes such as Magician, Lawyer, Thief, and Coordinator. Some of them are quite dramatic, and I have even noticed now, I noticed the Doctor one that they did recently, it is quite strikingly different, and it's interesting to see that they're updating them. Some of the changes I'm a fan of, some of the changes I'm not so much of. I think the hair looks quite cool overall. They're also doing improvements to a multitude of different S tier skins, including Embalmer, Prisoners getting 2 different ones changed, Wildling's original S tier I think is getting changed, Novelist's original S tier I think it is as well is getting changed, and Antiquarian's cool red one as well. There are also some accessories getting some changes, including 2 Gravekeeper ones, or maybe 3, I didn't even notice from the video, and 2 Professor ones that I noticed. Moving on to June 25th, we're getting some new furniture, I'm assuming added to the store, and they are beach related ones that seem to be kind of like sandcastle style furniture pieces that are all B tiers. And there's also going to be a free furniture piece called Coconut Tree that I don't really know how we get it, but you'll be able to get it during this event. And on June 26th, the very next day, I don't really know why they separated it like this, they usually don't do things like that, we have the summer event Echoes of Summer. If you participate in this event, you'll be able to get an A tier Lucky Guy accessory called Seashell. I wonder what the effects are going to be. Maybe opening up chests will have bubbles. 2 B tier skins, furniture, dish, portrait, frame, emote, room music, and stickers will all be different rewards for this event. There's also going to be a public map that does look quite fun overall. It's called Coconut Breeze, where you'll be able to play volleyball or beach volleyball and billiards. How do you pronounce that? I don't know. You know the one. And even more things that you'll be able to play. If you participate in this public map, you'll be able to get the A tier furniture piece called Beach Rug. That's like a sandy circular rug. There'll be some new furniture, I'm assuming, in the store. We have the S tier beach shower, the A tier's sailboat bench, seaside window, and inflatable ducky. All very beach themed, of course. We're also getting, on this very same day that is June 26th, we're getting the S tier photographer skin called Midsummer Light. And that's a really cool looking skin. It's not my favorite out of all of the beach skins. I think they're all quite high quality overall. I do really like what his camera looks like. I think it's that thing with the parrot there. There's also the A tier accessory Sea Breeze that I'm curious to see what the effects are. On that same exact day, we're also getting some returning content to the store, including Prospector's S tier Summer Frisbee, Batter's S tier skin Champion Helmsman, Barmaid's S tier skin Sea Salt Mocktail, that is my personal favorite I'd say, and Enchantress's S tier Coastal Garland. It's also a good favorite of mine. They'll also be getting all their matching A tier accessories connected to these skins, and there's also 2 accessories, one for Mercenary and also one for Nightwatch that are returning. The kind of the ice one and the kind of bird one. I've forgotten what their names are. Moving on to July, so that's the end of June. On July 3rd, we're getting the 7th anniversary event, the beginning of it, at least the warm-up of it, that's called Packed in the Secret Tunnel. Now, I wasn't expecting this theme. It's a really interesting one overall. To me, it doesn't really stand out as a clear theme, and I'm wondering if that's going to change when we get more story and, you know, I'll be able to see these skins kind of in the environments that they're supposed to be in. The theme was interesting. I just wasn't really kind of impressed or shocked by it. For this warm-up event, we're getting the return of 2 different skins that are S-tier skins, such as Mind's Eye's Maria's Axiom and the Gravekeeper Half-Elf Knight skins, and also their matching S-tier accessories. I believe they're S-tiers, but yeah, I've written down that they are. We're getting returning anniversary furniture from previous years, such as Starry Carpet, Dart Cabinet, Window of Time, and much, much more. And we're also, I believe, getting a 40% off skin discount card. That is nice for those of you who are going to spend some echoes. And still on July 3rd, we're getting the Paper Bride crossover. Now, I've forgotten we were even getting this crossover. I believe they mentioned it not too long ago, and I think it's a game that you can get on Steam. I think it was one that I wanted to play. Maybe I will play it at some point. If you complete the event missions during this crossover, you'll be able to receive one of the 2 A-tier skins for either Antiquarian called Tao Ming Yang or Novelist's Jiao Qi skin. Both skins are available in the store to purchase, but you'll be able to get one of those 2 for free again, similar to how the Promised Neverland works. And then there's also an S-tier perfumer skin that looks absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite perfumer skins by far, probably my favorite actually. Yeah, I would say this probably is my favorite, and it's called Nie Molly. I don't really know how you pronounce it, but anyway. And there's the S-tier accessory for her called Paper Shrine, and I'm wondering what the effects are going to be. Moving on to July 10th, we're getting the full anniversary event, because what I just mentioned was just the warm-up, so we're getting the full event here. Of course, this event will be crazy. There will be login rewards during the event where you'll be able to get 10 Season 38 Essence 1s. There are going to be event rewards such as a forward B-tier skin, a B-tier accessory, an A-tier and B-tier permanent unlock card, rank protection card, and even more. There's also going to be S-tier skin trial cards that I think are new. I think we might have had one of those before. This seems to be quite a new thing. There's going to be a portrait, a memory sphere reset, and even more. Still in this full anniversary event, we're getting new furniture in the store, including A-tier's mechanical clock, safe, metal photo, and mechanical door. That mechanical door is going to be free during the event, though. I don't think you can purchase it in the store. There are going to be a ton of 7th anniversary recharge packages, so if you want to go and spend some money at the game, this is probably one of the better times to do it because there'll be some special deals. I'd also keep an eye on their top-up page because they probably will also have some even better deals there. And we're also getting the return of the very old Golden Rose Theatre event that was one of the old anniversary events with Belladonna. Am I right about that? Or was it the one before that? I can't even remember. That might even be the one from before that. There are going to be some returning skins from that event that you'll be able to unlock, I believe, through the storyline and also from the Spyglass store or the event store, whichever one that they really meant here. Still on July 10th, we're getting a Season 38 Essence 1. They revealed all of the skins, although we don't really have a good look at them. We just have an art piece that we can see. The S-tier skin is going to be for Hermit, and it's called Gold Foil. So he's going to be probably the main character for the kind of event, you know, for the anniversary event. We've got the A-tier Doctor skin Antimony and the A-tier Gravekeeper skin Nether Pact. Again, I wasn't super impressed by this essence overall. I thought it was going to be much more spectacular and amazing, and I do think these skins look really, really good. Still on July 10th, we're also getting the beginning of Season 38 since we're getting Essence 1, and that means we're getting a new logic path, and we know that the A-tier skin is going to be for Lucky Guy, and the skin is called Unknown Ray X. I'm not sure what I think about this skin. It's unique, but it's weird. They've also revealed the rank rewards for that season, including the S-tier Hermit accessory. So Hermit's getting an S-tier skin and an accessory called Shackled Wings that has kind of a very interesting appearance to it. I can already imagine more or less what the effects will be. There's an A-tier Magician accessory called Ovation and an A-tier Goatman accessory called Haven. That is a very weird looking accessory, but I hope it's got cool effects. And still on July 10th, we're getting an S-tier package that includes the S-tier Embalmer skin Iridescence. That means he's going to be a key character for the event. And there's also an A-tier accessory called Pact. Now, this is a very cool looking skin. It's very Embalmer themed. I think that's kind of what they really wanted it to be. And again, maybe it looks a lot better in the game or in the event itself, but I'm still not super impressed by this one. I think it looks like an S-tier skin. It's just not something that I personally want. Moving on to July 17th, we're getting the Shanghai Astronomy Museum crossover that we've mentioned in the past. If you participate in this event, you'll be able to receive Gardner's A-tier skin, Born of the Stars. Now, I didn't even realize this was Gardner. It's a really cool looking skin, and it looks like this whole event is going to give you free stuff. I don't think there's anything that you spend money on. down. And if you participate in the event still, you'll be able to get an A tier furniture piece called Window to the Cosmos. On this same day, July 17th, we're getting the one skin for Disciple called Prayer Among the Flowers. Now, it's a very beautiful skin, although the fact that she has a very long neck is, I know that's her kind of character design. To me, it just somehow ruins the skin a little bit. There's also the Cowboy Ivory Tower skin available on that very same day. That's quite a nice looking skin. It's not too bad. There's going to be new Copycat roles added, 4 of them, including Pharmacist that is able to create potions to kind of protect players. But if 2 people give potions, then that player can die from poisoning. There's going to be Ranger, who's able to send a ghost hound to any location and then see through the hound's eyes whenever they want to. There's Executioner, that when they are the last Copycat, is able to unlock the ability to eliminate other players. And there's also the Medium. When eliminated, your spirit is visible. If a player touches you, you are eliminated. Now, I don't personally play Copycat, so I don't really know how any of those things would interact with anything because I don't really understand the game as a whole, but I thought I'd mention it because I know some of you play that. A lot of you play that, actually. Okay, moving on to July 24th. Yes, we're getting near the end of July in this content reveal. Yeah, still a lot more to talk about. We're getting the Panda Guardian event, or the Panda Protection event, that seems to be returning, and it's going to bring a new A tier skin for toy merchant called Cognition Enlightener. There's going to be a new survivor accessory. I'm not sure if it's specific for anyone, called Giant Panda VV or W. I believe it's connected to the panda that we are currently sponsoring, or Nettie's is sponsoring, called Woo Woo. And in the store, we're getting some returning skins from the Panda Protector event that are the Gravekeeper, Doctor, and Little Girl ones. Okay, moving on to July 30th, we're getting the new game mode called Enchanted Forest. Didn't really look into what this event is going to be. I believe I might have mentioned what this game mode is going to be like, but I've completely forgotten what the kind of style is. I'm only reading the description here. They said, become a beast in a 16-player territorial showdown, solo or duo. Use unique abilities to dominate shifting roles, and the roles include things like elk and badger. Is it going to be like a battle royale thing? I honestly don't remember. I'm excited to see what it is, although I still feel like we have too many game modes. And also on July 30th, we're getting the Weeping Clown Whimsy series skin. So this is going to be the first skin of the series, and that skin is going to be available for both echoes and fragments. It is an S tier skin, and the next character after this release should be for Sculptor, so the next Whimsy series skin, I believe. Now let's move on to August. Yes, they announced August content as well. On August 7th, we're getting the Frieren Crossover, and I'm very excited about this one. If you participate in the event, you'll be able to get the A tier Explorer skin called Sign, or I've forgotten how you pronounce his name, 10 crossover essences, because it's a crossover essence. That's really cool. And the A tier Meteorologist accessory called Grimoire that I believe is going to be upgradable, as it has been for different events in the past, different crossovers. The essence itself is going to have the S tier Meteorologist skin called Frieren, so that's really, really cool. There's going to be the A tier Psychologist skin Fern, the A tier Patient skin Stark, and the A tier Priestess skin called Aura. Don't really know why she's in this essence. And the store itself is going to have a new skin package for Knight that includes the Knight S tier skin Himmel and the S tier accessory for him called Hero's Blade. Okay, moving on to August 14th, we're getting a Misty Villa update. So that is the S tier room, if you don't know which one that one is. And it's going to get a massive update. They're going to be adding a new floor, I believe. I'm not sure if it's going to have 3 floors or if they're just converting the second one into a different thing. But it's going to have rooftop zones where they're going to have weather. So it looks like it possibly can rain and stuff outside. Very cool. I'm excited about that one. They're going to be adding new free furniture for the room, including cabinets, paintings, and sofas and stuff like that. I believe this is only for Misty Villa though. I'm not sure if it's going to be added to the store. Maybe it will be, not sure. And on August 28th, we're getting Season 38 Essence 3. Frieren is going to be Season 38 Essence 2, just to mention that. The S tier for Essence 3 is going to be for Qist, so that's when he's releasing. We don't know its name, but the theme is very interesting, like super futuristic technology. I don't know what it is, but it's very cool. And there's also an A tier Batter skin and a fantastic looking Archer A tier skin as well. On this same day, that is the 28th, we're getting the Ivory Tower Part 2 event that's called Forgotten Echo. I don't really know what's going to come with that. I do know that one thing is coming to the store that day, that is the Bloody Queen Ivory Tower skin that looks really, really, really cool. I don't know if this is an S, A, or B tier. It's probably going to be a B tier, but some people say it looks better than some of the B tiers, so maybe it's going to be an A tier instead. Now, for some things that I don't really know which dates they're releasing on, maybe they were mentioned somewhere, but I couldn't find anything about it. We're getting a tarot mode update, and there's quite a few things coming as well, and that's going to be adding undead to normal tarot mode. Yes. Many newer characters will be available in the Crystal Tarot mode, that is the alternate version with increased abilities and crazy abilities and stuff like that. There are going to be adjustments to existing hunters, balance changes, and a new map added to Tarot, that is Moonlit River Park. Scribbled Ideas is also getting an update that is a big one, including NPCs that will be added, so you'll be able to customize and maybe even kind of control the dialogue for certain characters, so you can create some really cool and interesting kind of storylines and things in your kind of maps and stuff. They're also updating the mobile widget for, I believe, iOS and possibly also Android. Updates that will tell you that you haven't logged in for a long time, that I feel is a little bit weird in my opinion. Like weird push notifications to tell you that you've got friend requests in the game and stuff like that, although I don't think it will tell you which ones, and other things like that. And some extra things I need to mention as well. NetEase has announced that there's going to be an Identity V and Frontier Works Inc. booth during the Anime Expo 2025 offline event. So this is a big kind of event, I believe, where people go and dress up in, you know, their favorite anime cosplay and stuff like that. They're going to be doing something there, like a booth over there, that will bring reveals, collabs, and more. And they're also doing a collaboration during the same event. This is July 3rd to July 6th. That is going to be the Gigo crossover live offline thing where they're going to reveal exclusive merch, claw machine challenges, and stuff like that. This is all offline though, so I believe it's all happening in the US. Another change is that when a hunter repeatedly attacks a survivor on a rocket chair, so this is when someone is being a little bit angry and toxic, NetEase has noticed this and has decided to put a penalty when there are no other survivors nearby and there's somebody on a chair and the hunter is hitting it. The hunter will be immobilized for an extended duration, meaning maybe someone could come in for a rescue. I'm not really sure. Is this just to stop people from doing it? It kind of paralyzes you, meaning that you just can't hit the chair anymore. I've never seen NetEase kind of police a feature of toxicity like this before. Are they going to do anything about survivors being toxic? I don't really know. It's a little bit more difficult, but that's really interesting and puts a different precedent towards kind of toxicity in the game as a whole. And I also wanted to mention there's a metric ton of changes coming to the Persona web and to stuff like that. There's so much that I could not talk about it in this video. It would be way too long. I'm already recording this for like 24 minutes at this point, and yeah, there's just way too much to talk about. They're going to be increasing the amount of points that you can spend on the Persona web to like 130. They're making changes to traits, kind of changing what they do, replacing some, adding some new effects. They're even adding some new things to the Persona web. I believe they're adding like 4 traits for survivors and also for hunters as well. There are so many changes that you can read through all on the screen here, but this is game-changing content, and I did go through some of them in my recent live stream. So much stuff to talk about. So that's why I didn't add that here, but this is, of course, game-changing. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure that you click the video that's on the screen right there, because YouTube thinks you will like it.